Welcome everybody to the seasonal diet, eating what our ancestors ate when they ate it, like we were evolved to do. Lentils are believed to be native to the Near East and Central Asia regions, with their cultivation dating back thousands of years. Lentils are one of the oldest crops in human history that have been cultivated, and they're believed to have been first domesticated in the Near East in regions that include modern-day Turkey, Iran, Iraq, Syria, dating to about 7 to 8,000 BC. Later on, they were consumed by cultures like the Sumerians, who lived in Mesopotamia, around 3000 BC we know of, and lentils are also mentioned in the Bible from about 2,000 years ago. At the same time, they are also mentioned in Sanskrit texts and Ayurvedic texts from India, which date back 2,000 years at least. Lentils were introduced to Europe first by the Greeks and Romans a little less than 2,000 years ago, we think. They were a staple in the Mediterranean diet at the time and cultivated throughout the Roman Empire. Getting further north into Europe during the medieval times and Renaissance times, lentils were also there, an important part of the cuisine, particularly popular among the peasants, and they were used in various dishes, although note that lentils don't grow very well in the cooler regions, so any access to lentils that we would have had in the north of Europe, we would have gotten through trade. Lentils were brought into the Americas by the early European settlers. However, they did not become as widely popular, and that's because the Americas already had other delicious legumes like beans and peas. Lentils really didn't gain a lot of popularity in the West until recent years due to their nutritional value and versatility in cooking, and especially they're popular in modern vegetarian and vegan diets because of the high protein content. Today, though, with modern technology, they can actually be grown in many places in the world that they wouldn't have otherwise. They are typically grown in cool season climates and considered a winter crop in many regions that don't get so cold if it doesn't have too harsh of a winter. In the United States and Canada, lentils are usually planted in the spring from April to May and harvested in the summer or early fall. In Europe, countries like France and Italy, lentils have been planted in the spring and harvested in the late summer or early autumn traditionally. In places like India, however, though, where lentils are really a major staple, they are often planted in the winter, early winter time, November, and harvested in the spring from March to April. Also in the southern hemisphere, where seasons are reversed, lentils are typically planted in the autumn and harvested in the late spring or early summer. That is with all of the legumes, not just the seasons they are harvested, but they are easily preserved and able to be used by our ancestors year-round. Some places more than other, of course. For me, being in the north of Europe, I don't like them that much. They don't have much of a history in my ancestors' diet, but I will definitely say they helped me get through my poor college days. What about you? Any of you like the lentils? Any specific recipes? What kinds of dishes do you like them in the best from around the world? Let us all know down below.